It's too early for this nonsense. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday, and welcome to my channel. Sorry in advance for the awful lighting and me being abnormally close to the camera. I at least feel like I am today. I was kicked out of my original vlogging territory, but it turns out I could have vlogged up there anyways, so that's really unfortunate. You're stuck with this really bad video, and you're just gonna have to put up with it. Sorry. I'm beginning to think that I might need to move my videos to Tuesdays. There's going to be less people around the house, less chance of somebody walking in on me, talking to myself in the camera. I prefer to avert those kind of scenarios if I can help it. But I'll keep everyone posted. For now, it will stay on Thursday until I decide I can't deal with this any longer. Anyways, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Scarlett Stone. Sup? I'm an aspiring writer currently working on my young adult fiction, His Blue Eyes. If you want to know more about me and my work in progress, the link to my website is in the description below. Check it out. Do it, I dare you. I'm also creeping around on other social media platforms such as Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram, so be sure to find me. We can bond over cats and embarrassing stories and tales of writing woes and victories. We shall take over the world, one awkward experience at a time. So, there are a few, aka a lot, of blogs and vlogs floating around talking about things you should not say to a writer. If you haven't seen any of them, allow me to fill you in. There's a lot of things you can't say to a writer. A lot. Nothing is safe. Just kidding. If there was literally nothing safe to say to a writer, then this video wouldn't make a lot of sense. And Lord knows I do not need any added assistance when it comes to my videos not making any sense. I'm a natural when it comes to that shit. In any case, I figured it would be nice to go and visit the other side of the spectrum. I would like to shed some light on some things you can say to a writer. Things that will, 1, earn you brownie points, 2, not make you a target for a potential victim in their next novel, or 3, potentially make you a victim in real life. Let's get started, shall we? So without further ado, here are my top 6 tips on things you should say to a writer. Number 1, I can't stop thinking about your book. Yes, all the yes. We want to know that you are obsessing over our book. We want to know that our book is making you feel things. Oh, the feels. Whether it's a cliffhanger that's got you riled up, or you're just begging to know when the next sequel's coming out, or you're willing to sacrifice a little bit of sleep just to read the next chapter, I want to know. I want to know that my book is doing the things that I want it to do. I want to know if it's making you sad, happy, angry, if it's making you embarrassed, if it's making you cry, laugh out loud, or literally pausing and closing the book on your lap while you mentally compose yourself because something is happening in the book and it's so damn embarrassing you can't possibly go on without catching your breath. I want to know. Making you feel things is part of my job, and I want to know that I'm doing it right. If you come up and tell me that you can't stop thinking about my book, it is positive affirmation that I am doing something right in my life. Gold star for me. Number 2. Wow, you're a writer? That's amazing. You should be proud of yourself. I am proud of myself, damn it. Yeah. Saying this shows the writer that you're interested in what they're doing. And it also might help squash any self-doubt that they might be experiencing. Saying this to a writer shows that you have empathy, as well as the smarts to not keep going and say, so what's your real job? How much do you make? Can I be in your book? I could keep going. This sentence can be interchangeable with, you're so talented, you're incredibly creative, you're so pretty. Wait, what? How did that get in there? Number 3, I can't wait to buy this book for literally everyone I know. Saying this to a writer shows your support. Saying this to them shows them that you are genuinely interested in their success and that you want to see them thrive. This tells the writer that you see value in their hard work and that you find their book worthwhile to share with everybody. Not only will the monetary gain be a nice little oomph for the writer, it's going to be a nice pat on the back, a confidence booster. Those are always nice. Number 4, I understand that you're really busy, so I won't get mad if you should decide to cancel on me for the umpteenth time this month. I promise. It's no mystery that sometimes writers are a bit introverted. We have a hard time leaving our house at the best of times. But a lot of the time, if we should cancel on somebody, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes rather than just us not wanting to interact with humans. Maybe we're struggling with writer's block and we promised ourselves we wouldn't leave our computer until we broke it. Maybe we're on the verge of finishing a scene that we've just been dying to write. Maybe we're racing against the clock on a deadline. Maybe we're just too exhausted from writing until 4 a.m. to attend your 10 a.m. brunch. The faster it is for people to understand that we aren't generally flaky on purpose, the quicker our guilt leaves, before it has a chance to settle into our bones and make a happy little home there. This can also be interchangeable with, I see you working, and therefore, I won't bug you. That's my favorite one. I wish some people would learn it. May or may not be referring to my husband. Number 5. So-and-so is my OTP. I ship them so hard. So hard. I think it's pretty common knowledge that we writers are just begging for the day to come when people discuss our characters this way. I, for one, cannot wait for the day when someone will hopefully come up to me and tell me that my characters are canon. I don't even know what canon is, but I want it. Really bad. This is also a positive affirmation of sorts. I put these characters in my book to stimulate those feelings. I want them to be together, and I want you to want them to be together too. So if you come up to me and tell me that I am doing my job right, that's another gold star for me. This also kind of goes on a deeper level. If you tell me that you are a fan of my two characters being together, this tells me that you are fantasizing about my novel, that you are thinking about it deeper than just words on a page. You're actually daydreaming about it. You're maybe making fan fiction about it, fan art. That's awesome. That is such a confidence booster to the writer. And finally, number 6. Thank you for sharing your talent with the world. I don't know if I've made it clear. I'm 100% sure that I've made it clear. I'm pretty sure I've said it in every single one of my videos up until this point. Writing is hard, and it's nice to be validated sometimes, especially when it comes from someone who isn't a writer. Sure, they might not know exactly what you're going through, but them showing you respect, it goes a long way. It's a kind gesture of empathy. It's making an effort to understand. It's the fact that someone else sees the dedication and the commitment it takes to be a writer. It shows that you know that it takes a certain grit to become a writer. It's not about smothering my aspirations and daydreams with a sentence like, oh, you're a writer? Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. I think I could be a writer too. I mean, like, I have a couple really good ideas floating around my head, but I just don't have time to sit down and write them all, you know? I don't know how you do it. Like, I really don't have time. Yeah, so I don't know why I made that person have a really low voice. Weird. But seriously, if you say that sentence to a writer, whether or not you mean it, or you're just trying to make conversation, or maybe you do genuinely have a couple good ideas that you really do want to share with the world, it's still kind of a kick in the face though, because you're implying that writing is easy, and that apparently we have all the time in the world. We don't. We're just trying to make it work. We are working with the tools we have, and sometimes those tools are shitty. I don't anticipate people using this sentence on me, or coming up to me in the middle of the street and thanking me for my service in the writing industry. But if someone did, chances are I'd start bawling my eyes out. And if you're still stumped on what you can talk to a writer about, don't worry, I got 3 bonuses for you. Number 1, oh, the Wi-Fi here? Oh, it's free. Don't worry about it. Number 2, have no fear, I brought coffee. You like the extra espresso shot, right? And number 3, hey, I made cookies, but I made way too much. Do you want the rest? What a silly question. Of course I do. And there you have it. If you haven't figured it out by now, we writers are creative geniuses. We dream up these amazing worlds and proceed to word vomit them all over a piece of paper or a computer screen, and it's a work of art. We're like word wizards. But at the same time, we can also be fragile, sensitive creatures. We can sometimes wear our glass hearts on our paper-thin sleeves. We can be cocky sons of bitches one second and a pile of tears and self-loathing the next. We can love you one moment, but the second something really stupid comes out of your ignorant mouth, we've already plotted your death 5 times. Just keep these tips in the back of your noggin for future ammunition, and the next time that you run into a writer, your chances of survival should increase. Not by much. I mean, you still might end up in their book. I can tell you what to say to writers. I can't change your personality. I'm not a miracle worker. With that said, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I post new vlogs every Thursday. If there's something you would like me to talk about or discuss, or even if you want to drop a line and just say hi, you can always message me on here or tweet me at Scarlet Stone. Until next time, happy writing. Bye!